something that I'm still struggling with, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on is...
She's still struggling. She's still struggling, y'all. She's still struggling. It's been a month, and she's still struggling. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm here for it. All glory to the kingdom, baby. God bless America. God bless them beautiful patriots. Sonny Hostin, the Spew host, the Spew, not the View, the Spew, is still struggling after November 5th. Oh, this is good. Oh, you can't make this up. Woo!
How did a convicted felon resonate more with Americans than a hyper-qualified woman of color? Do you?
A hyper-qualified woman of color. I think, oh man. Once again, the race baiting, the race hustling, hyper-qualified too. She even put a hyper-qualified. I ain't never heard no shit like that. Hyper-qualified. I ain't never heard no like that in my life. You know, hyper-qualified, couldn't answer a question, repeated herself, the same thing in the last interview, and then in the next interview, word salads, word spaghettis. You know, and Sonny Hostin, you asked her in this viral clip, you asked her, what would have done different than Joe Biden? We'll play the clip. Let's play the clip.
Well, if anything, would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind in terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions that have had.
Oh, she even made it even worse by continuing to speak about it. Oh, Sonny Hostin, we appreciate you. Sonny Hostin, we appreciate you. And man, we still trying to figure out how is this show still on air? How is this the Spew? The Spew. How is this show still live on air? ABC, all of them, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. CBS, CNN, MSNBC, fake news, the enemy of the people, propaganda, lies, and they got these women sitting up here, still crying and melting down. Oh, and I'm here for it. Actually, we kind of starting to love it. We starting to love it. We starting to fall more in love with it every single day. It's been almost a month. And she just said, how did a convicted felon win over a extra hyper qualified black woman? And in which I don't even know if she black. Is she black, y'all? Please, patriots, beautiful people with common sense and know what's going on and watched everything that took place and seen that they wiped birth certificates and all kind of stuff and known what her daddy said and what she put in the book and lied about. And shout out to Candace Owens. We all know what's going on. If Kamala is actually black, and if she is, then she is. But I'm just saying, if y'all know she's black, then hey, she said she's a hyper qualified woman of color. Got beat by the convicted felon in a landslide. Yeah. I wonder why. You know, let's talk about the border, Sony. Let's talk about the economy. Let's talk about the things that people really care about. We don't care about no January 6th. Freedom. Free the prison. Freedom. I say freedom. 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 And I say they need to put their hands behind their back to the ones who know who they are. Nancy Pelosi. I mean, we could go down the list. And I say do it state trooper style. Because, see, I got pulled over by a state trooper when I was in high school. You know, and I ran a red light on accident. I'll tell you about that story later down the road. But that state trooper said, sir, step out the car and walk backwards. So I think they need to walk backwards and get on the floor. He said, sir, step out the car, walk backwards, hands up. I said, oh, Jesus, please don't kill me. Please, I didn't mean to run the red light. I'm so sorry. But that's what needs to happen to these frauds, these corruptors. Yeah, these liars. We living in a banana republic now? Are we living in a banana republic? Kangaroos jumping all out on the freeway. Banana peels all out in the middle of the street. Unbelievable. Now let's get back into the clip. I'm sorry, y'all, that I interrupted. I know I'm trying to start and let these clips just play out because I know y'all want to hear the clips. But it's just, this hatred kills me, man. I'm sorry. It kills me because this lady is so blinded by her own racism, sexism, and consumed by her own hatred, man. You know, and this is the part, a huge part of the problem that we have. Just being real. But let's continue with the clip, man. I hope y'all have an amazing week so far. Starting the week off strong. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I love you guys, man. God bless you all and your families. How I feel right now? How y'all feeling, man? I know Trump back in there. Doesn't it kind of feel like you get that feeling like, you know, Trump is actually the 47th president of the United States, man. Prayers from now to January 20th, man. I tell you, still don't know what to expect next, man. But these women are still on the spew, crying and whining, and they got this fellow up here. Let's just go and get into the clip, man.
Think that racism and misogyny played any part in this election?
Well, you know, listen, I think that Vice President Harris was eminently qualified. And I supported her with everything that I had, and I think so many Americans did. It was a close election at the end of the day, didn't break in her direction. I think we all are going to unpack as part of our after-action analysis. How did this happen? Where did we fall short? I do think that the emerging lesson, separate and apart from reasons may be connected to race and misogyny, is that the economy was the dominant theme for a lot of folks, particularly when you consider that in many communities of color, there was movement away from the Democratic candidate and toward the former president. But I think we have to unpack it all. And it's understandable that there's great disappointment amongst a lot of people. You know, she represented tremendous hope for a new day in the United States of America. But Shirley Chisholm took a step forward. Hillary Clinton took a step forward. Now Kamala Harris has taken a step forward.
Geraldine Ferraro.
Geraldine Ferraro. Shout out to Queens, New York. And Geraldine Ferraro took an incredible step forward. That was all part of the path to where we will eventually get to in the United States of America.
But as we move on to the next one, this is why they keep losing, man. You know, and this is why they lose elections. And The View, The Spew, this is a trashy propaganda show, you know, and they think bringing him on here is just a complete clown show, you know, a complete clown show. I'll just be real with y'all, man. Check this one out.
Our country just elected the first openly transgender member of the House, and she was amazing. She came here and sat with us. Democratic Congresswoman Sarah McBride, and she's already being targeted by GOP Representative Nancy Mace, who introduced a bill backed by House Speaker Johnson that bans trans women from using women's facilities at the Capitol. And I have to point out that this is not about an issue. Nancy Mace has tweeted 326 times within 72 hours. This is a trolling bully, just to be clear. There's really no two sides to that part. But why do you think Mace is picking this fight? And do you have any recourse to stop it?
Well, Nancy Mace clearly needs an intervention in terms of the fact that she's chosen this fight at this moment when there are so many issues that the American people want us to work together on, deal with, to improve their lives and deliver real results.
See how they try to flip it, man? This is
Representative-elect McBride has handled this with grace.
Oh, she's amazing.
And strength and perspective. She said to all of us that she came to the Congress to fight for the people of Delaware. Not to fight about bathrooms. And she's, going to proceed, I think, be an incredibly effective member of Congress, work on the issues that she was elected to work on as the incoming member for an entire state, which is the case when you represent Delaware. At the same period of time, we're going to make clear that Representative McBride will be treated with dignity and respect.
But again, y'all, this is sad. I really don't know how how anybody can sit up here and watch this mess. How anybody can take time out the day and say, "Oh, I can't wait to go watch The View. I can't go wait watch The View, girl." Oh, and we know who do that, but I'm just saying, oh, I can't wait to go sit and watch The View. I'm gonna grab my hot coffee, and I'm gonna get me a bagel with it too. Matter of fact, today I'm gonna watch The View and I'm gonna eat avocado toast. Unbelievable, man. I just don't know who in their right mind just wakes up and says, "I can't wait to watch The View." I know now a lot of them patriots are saying, I kind of like watching it now because, if we didn't have this side You know, because this side right here is one of the reasons why we won. A lot of people don't understand what I just said. No, I think a lot of y'all do, actually. I take that back. But having this side in shows like this, people like this, is one of the reasons, is part of the problem on why we won so big. I'm just being, check this clip out. Look.
Every congressperson has a bathroom in their, every congressperson has a bathroom in their office. So she's got a bathroom she can use in her office. And I'm sure she can use your bathroom and the bathroom of every Democrat and every person who's not a bigot in the United States Congress.
We have bathrooms here. In this building, it just says all genders.
Yeah.
Why can't they just do that everywhere?
Yeah,
Well,
there are all gender bathrooms in many of the Capitol office buildings, not necessarily in the Capitol itself, but we're going to work through that
renovate.
But again, y'all, these are we're being honest, these are the two racists, you know? And these, and I tell you, every episode, these clips, these two, they're running more people away from the Democratic Party. Are y'all hearing me? They are running more people away from the Democratic Party. You know, she's sitting up here with dollar store Obama. I would say Great Value Obama, but Great Value got some good products. We ain't gonna do Great Value like that. I'm just saying now. Make-A-Wish Obama. And we know he wanted his fourth term. He wanted his fourth term. Qualified woman of color. I really can't believe she said that out of her mouth, man. But I'm not surprised, because that's all she's been spewing the entire time sitting on this show. Race baiting, race hustling. And I'm going to tell y'all, man, because I love saying this. One love to the human race. And I wish people would understand that, man. One love to the human race. You know? And they're a part of the problem why we will never move forward. Why we will always, you know, I'm just saying, we will never move forward with people like this. In positions like this. Live on air. In high-ranked positions, speaking like this. We will never move forward in this country, in this world. We will never. They want us divided, man. But I'm telling you now, it's people like this, it's stuff like this, is why we won so big and why we're going to continue to win. So consumed by hatred. I just don't see how people, again, how people can come on live on air and say this.
It's something that I'm still struggling with, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on is, how did a convicted felon resonate more with Americans than a hyper-qualified woman of color? Do you think that racism and misogyny played any part in this election?
Well, you know, listen, I think that Vice President Harris was eminently qualified.
Mm-hmm. And I know people are laughing at that, man. People are laughing. Falling on the floor. Because they seen everything, man. They seen how this thing played out. They were the ones watching the interviews. They were watching the town halls. They were watching the rallies. They seen Oprah getting paid off. They seen Beyonce getting paid. They seen people twerking at rallies. They seen Obama, them going out there and belittling and shaming voters. Especially the black men. And guess what you did? You pissed everybody off. You sent Big Mike out there smiling. She got a little bit of ketchup still on her lips. That wasn't lipstick. They called her eating a hot dog and she forgot to wipe the ketchup off her lips. When you eat that hot dog, you got to make sure you wipe the ketchup off your lips, Big Mike. Talking about, why should we keep the standards high with Kamala? Then y'all then sent Bill out there. He out there campaigning for the Republicans. Lincoln Riley would have never taken place if they were doing their job. If we had a better border. Thank you, Mr. Bill. We got you off the island. Appreciate you. These Democrats ran a terrible campaign and we covered it from top to bottom. And she wasn't, in my opinion, I think she was drunk the entire time. Drunk entire inventory. DEI. Drunk entire inventory. Didn't earn it. Y'all could have had a better ticket. And he know. Because I think he was in some of them rooms where top Democrats were saying, if Joe Biden steps down, AOC even admitted this too. She admitted what they were saying. It's a viral clip everywhere. If Joe Biden steps down, because this literally happened after this was going between when Trump and him were debating, that top Democrats want Kamala. They want Joe. They want that whole entire ticket off. They do not want that Kamala ticket. We're going to get a whole ticket. And then they send Nancy out there saying, well, she won the primary. What votes, Nancy? What votes? 0 votes? Qualified. And the only thing we knew her about abortion. And then she went viral for kicking Christians out of a rally, talking about abortion, mocking God. So what do you expect? Y'all pissed everybody off. And then you thought that getting all these celebrities were going to help it? Throwing Diddy all on the floor was going to help it? Do you really thought Diddy all was going to help it? Hollywood. You had the media on your side. But even the fake news, the propaganda, the lies, the enemy of the people, the legacy media, the mainstream media, you thought that was going to work too? Them Patriots was waiting to say F you to all of y'all, man. F Hollywood. F the media. And this is why ratings are tanking. There are already people getting fired. There are massive layoffs, salary cuts from millions of dollars. They are in big trouble. And this is one of the shows that should be canceled. This show shouldn't even exist, man. On how people can sit up and watch this. They're so consumed by hatred. And they're the racist, And they done pissed everybody off. And she's continuing to piss people off, man. Calling us uneducated. Especially if you don't have a college degree. Still crying racism. And it's been a month. Almost from the election. This is ridiculous, man. But I'm glad. I know y'all loving it, but they're not going to win anymore, man. They're not going to win anymore because of this. They're not going to win anymore. And I'm saying that to tell y'all this now, man. They are in big trouble. They're not going to win anymore, y'all. Yep. And blame yourself. Blame shows like The View, The Spew, CNN, MSNBCs. The fake, false paid off endorsements. Blame the fake news, the propaganda. Blame it on yourself. And these people, again, helped shine a light on a huge victory that took place November 5th. And I told y'all that they were every single day we covered this show. I know some of y'all loved it or hated it, but I told you what was coming out their mouth, what they were reporting, what they were saying, everything that was going viral was shining a light for a huge Trump victory. Simple as that. Now, let me stop rambling. I know I done talked up a whole storm. I'm sorry, y'all. But I just don't know how anybody can watch this. But I'm glad that we get to report on it. And I know I think it's it's good that we get to watch it now and laugh. You know, as they're going to go viral even more. I'm telling you, these next couple of takes y'all are going to see, they're going to continue to go viral because they're running more people away from the Democratic Party, and they're going to continue to piss people off. You know, you seen what just happened last week with the cupcakes with Whoopi. Like, nothing is going their way. They're going to continue to get in trouble. She's going to have to continue to read out legal notes and disclaimers. Because they're up for another huge lawsuit. And I tell you, their legal team, their PR team, they're shaking out their shoes over there at ABC. And we know why they're not going anywhere. We know who owns it. We know who's behind it. We know about Disney. We know about, and we know. Trust me, we know. And the history with Kamala. And why they're so behind, we're so behind Kamala Harris, we know why it's not going anywhere, man. But we want to thank them for the victory. I love y'all, and I will catch you beautiful people in the next one, man. Peace and love, y'all.